Welcome to today's show. We're here at Fire Within's Wood-Fired University. So many of them, I've lost count, but what number is this?
Bill, this is the 39th Wood-Fired University.
And I notice we have some return graduates here, kind of getting a refresher course. Behind us here, Chef Tommy is teaching prep on salads and special hors d'oeuvres, etc. So you really pack a lot in the 3-day event as you have going on here. In fact, what I'd like to do now is do a quick roundtable, because you and I have chatted with some of these people, and get small sound bites of what they feel that they've gotten out of your Wood-Fired University so far.
It's been really great to get all the information that's coming towards us, and even the questions that are asked by the other students. It helps us process through, is this something that's going to work for our family and for our lifestyle in the future?
I know nothing about dough or pizza or any of the other Italian heritage that we have in our family, really. But to be able to think, can I do this? And, kind of look at some of the supply chains or the logistics or the legal requirements that are often, fearful for people. To kind of eliminate those obstacles is pretty good.
Of all those seminars I've had to attend, this has been the most informative, give us the most education, and everybody treated everybody with respect because they're all happy to be here.
And your journey's been a little bit different than Jim's in that you're just kind of entering the field. You came from Puerto Rico, and now you are going to start your business down in Florida. Is that right?
It's right. I will be establishing my business in Orlando, Florida. Hopefully, in the long term, I can take it back home to Puerto Rico.
Now, have you learned anything at all here?
I have learned a lot from the teachers, from my person that is all the group that is with us. I've been learning for a lot of people a lot of good stuff.
It is work, but it pays off at the end of the day. You've done something really neat and blessed a lot of people. And that's kind of what it's about for us, is making sure that we put out a really neat product and put out give an opportunity for our kids to grow and learn a business, and for us to spend a little more time with our kids than normally we would, sending them off to do their own thing. So it's a little bit selfish, but it worked.
We have a culinary classes. We have 150 kids basically every day, and we use that oven for everything from smoking to grilling to baking, roasting. The kids don't get to make pizza in it only about once a term. That's their highlight. But what we do with it, we help fund not just ourselves but other clubs. We're almost self-sufficient in the monies that we need to run our program, and the oven is a big help in that. And our kids have to run it like a business. So they have to do the production. They know the costs and stuff involved. They have to man it. They have to set it up. They have to pull it down. They have to clean it. Wow. It's theirs. They take responsibility for it. We call ourselves Blazing Bulldogs. They came up with the logo. They came up with the name, and it's really run as a business. What I've found is I've got kids that are 4-0 kids, and I've got kids on the opposite end. And those kids that are on the edge, that really don't like school, we need stuff like this to keep them in school, keeps them enthused about it. They get involved and they get their hands-on stuff, and you can see the smiles on their faces, and it's just great, and it keeps them in school. It means every day that they stay in school, they do a little bit more math, they do a little bit more science, they do a little bit more English, whatever language, and I think it's a major part. Every school, they just need to have something like this.
I learned so much, like the techniques about the mobile ovens, like the wood fire ovens, and and the recipes especially about the dough techniques, and so much. I don't know. There are so many things to learn over here. So during this workshop event, so I really like this. So excited to come over here, and I'm still excited to learn more. Even for tomorrow's event too.
I researched several opportunities. I thought Fire Within provided everything that I needed as far as the growth for the future, a forum to deal with other people who are going through and have done things that I already want to do. And it was a one-stop shop, so to speak. and I took the opportunity to reach out to them. They got back in touch with me very quickly.
Oh, I am. As we talked earlier, I mean, this was so worth it to come down here, get our hands on everything. It's just amazing.
Well, you know, yesterday you were talking to me about today that you're going to have to put pizzas in the oven and prep it, and you were a little apprehensive. But how about after you got out there and actually did it? How'd you feel?
Oh, I felt so good. I knew I could do this, and the guys who were showing us were so great. The fear was unfounded. I was able to do it, so I know this. My dream can come true.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun, learning a lot of things, a lot of techniques, just a lot of fun.
And it kind of demystifies everything and gives you hope, doesn't it?
Yes, it absolutely does. And it shows you how to do different things. We fine-tuned things we already knew, and it brought a new perspective to our life.
She called, I want to say on Wednesday. Okay, I mean, it's like 2 days before the wood fight. Wood Fight University was full. But when you get a request from a woman, passionate woman like Lisa and her journey, we open it up. So we added her and her partners into the Wood Fight University, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I am too, because Lisa's a really cool person. And Lisa, you've got an amazing amount of experience from all different industries, don't you?
I really do, yes. I'm actually a spa director now, and I've lived and traveled all over the world. I was on a mega yacht a few years ago, traveling in a spa environment. But really my passion has always been food, and living and traveling all over the world, all the spices, all the herbs, all the passion, about food. And then my brother and my sister-in-law that I came here with, I love my brother has a wood-fired stove out back, and that's how he found your company. And so we're coming together because we get this camaraderie, and look at all the people here, they're the same way. Being in school, some people are like, oh, school, whatever. How can you get this 3 days? What do you mean, But honestly, I've been like a sponge, and the way you presented your classes and your teachers, they just make it fun. I mean, you just, at the end of the day, you're kind of tired, but then you go more. But he really takes discipline and says, no, you have to go and rest. And it's true, you digest everything, and it's almost like they're inside your mind. It's almost like he knew how to present this class, It's fabulous.
Oh, we've learned so much. From pizza making to appetizers, I didn't realize all that you could do with a wood-fired oven.
And Skip, I saw you moving pizzas in and out of that oven. You look like a pro.
I was trying to look like a pro. I was faking my way through it, but it was a really interesting day. It was a lot of fun with the hands-on, learning how to use the pizza peels without stabbing the person behind you, and the fire control. All of that was very interesting.
Well, Ajith, I tell you what, you're hitting it out of the park. You're really doing something near and dear to the heart of everybody here. We've got a chef who's been a chef for 30 years in teaching at higher education. And he said he's never been to an event like this that is teaching the depth that you are. And, that really speaks to the preparation that you put into this.
That was a surprise. You do this day in, day out. Sometimes you don't know until you hear a statement like that. James Lasanti, he's a veteran. He's a journeyman chef. He taught school in LA. And it was really refreshing for me to hear that. And it validates what we do, right? Getting the experience, fire within our owners coming and teaching. And also, you see some alumni who had attended the previous Wood Fired University. We open scholarship seats for them to come and get a refresher. That's part of our way of giving back.
Fire Within. Take your signature taste to the masses and make some dough.